The diner was bathed in the soft, golden glow of the late afternoon sun. Mac's Diner, a staple in the small, sleepy town, was alive with the sounds of clinking cutlery and low murmurs of conversation. The air smelled of freshly brewed coffee and sizzling burgers. At a corner booth, John Marshall sat with his teenage daughter, Lily. John was a man of few words, his calm demeanor often mistaken for complacency. His salt and pepper hair framed a face etched with lines of wisdom and resilience. Across from him, Lily, blind since childhood, sipped her soda, her movements precise and deliberate. Her dark sunglasses reflected the faint neon sign above the diner counter. The peace was shattered when the door slammed open. 6 bikers strode in, their heavy boots echoing ominously against the tiled floor. All heads turned, the air suddenly heavy with tension. "Hey, old man," called out the lead biker, a burly man with a thick beard and a jacket emblazoned with a snarling wolf. His mocking tone cut through the diner like a blade. "Nice jacket. Army, huh? Don't see many of your kind around here." John's eyes flicked up from his coffee, his expression unchanging. "Just a jacket," he replied evenly, his voice steady. The lead biker grinned. "Looks like more than just a jacket to me. You some kind of hero?" Lily's hand tensed slightly on the edge of the table. "Dad?" she murmured softly. John placed a reassuring hand on hers. "It's fine, sweetheart." The bikers began closing in, their laughter filling the diner. The lead biker's gaze fell on Lily's cane and his sneer widened. "And what's this? Dragging your blind kid around a place like this? Bad parenting, if you ask me." The other patrons froze, their unease palpable. The waitress backed away, her hands trembling. John set his coffee cup down carefully. The air seemed to thicken as he leaned forward slightly, his steel-gray eyes locking onto the lead biker. "Son," he said calmly, "you've got 10 seconds to reconsider your tone." The biker laughed loudly, his crew joining in. "Or what?" Lily's lips curled into the faintest of smiles. "Dad," she whispered, her voice steady, "do you want me to handle this?" John didn't blink, his gaze still locked on the biker. "Not yet." The scene froze in tension, the air crackling with unspoken energy. John Marshall's life had been anything but ordinary. Born and raised in Kansas, he grew up in a small town much like this one. His father, a mechanic, had taught him the value of hard work and standing up for others. After high school, John enlisted in the Army, where his quiet determination and unshakable resolve quickly set him apart. Over 2 decades, John's career was marked by acts of heroism and tactical brilliance. He had led missions that seemed impossible, earning him the nickname Sentinel among his peers. But the accolades meant little compared to the day he became a father. Lily was his light. Even as he navigated the horrors of war, her laughter in their phone calls brought him peace. But life dealt a cruel hand when Lily lost her sight at just 8 years old due to a rare condition. The diagnosis was devastating, but John refused to let it define her. "I can't see, Dad," she had cried one night. "You don't need to see," he had replied, placing her hands on his face. "You can hear, feel, and sense more than most people ever will. That's not a weakness. It's your strength." From that moment, John dedicated himself to helping Lily thrive. He taught her to navigate the world independently, turning her blindness into a unique skill set. By the time she turned 15, Lily had become a confident and perceptive young woman, her senses sharper than ever. After retiring from the Army, John had hoped for a quiet life. But even in peace, his instincts remained razor-sharp, his past always present in his mind. Back in the diner, the bikers were growing bolder. The lead biker leaned closer to John, his breath reeking of alcohol. "What are you going to do, old man? Fight us?" John's voice remained calm. "I've got nothing to prove to you." The lead biker laughed, turning to Lily. "And what about her? What's she going to do? She can't even see me." Lily's smile widened slightly. You'd be surprised. The bikers laughed harder, their mockery filling the diner. But as they moved closer, something shifted. John's posture remained relaxed, but there was a quiet intensity in his eyes that made even the waitress pause. Time's up, John said, his tone calm but final. Lily's hand moved to her phone under the table, dialing a number without hesitation. The lead biker didn't notice, too busy enjoying his taunts. Enjoying yourself? John asked, his voice deceptively light. The biker froze, confusion flashing across his face. Suddenly, the faint sound of motorcycles echoed outside. Not one or two, but dozens. The bikers turned toward the windows, their faces falling as a convoy of veterans pulled into the parking lot, their motorcycles gleaming in the evening light. One by one, the riders dismounted, their leather jackets and military insignias catching the fading sun. They moved with purpose, their presence commanding respect. The lead biker's confidence faltered. What the? Lily leaned back, her smile now fully formed. Told you, she said quietly. John stood slowly, his full height towering over the lead biker. You see, son, respect goes a long way. And disrespect? Well, that comes with consequences. The veterans filed into the diner, their silent stares enough to send the bikers retreating. The lead biker stammered, his bravado completely gone. We didn't mean anything by it. Just joking around. John nodded. Good, because you wouldn't like what happens next. As the bikers left, the diner erupted in applause. The waitress approached John and Lily with gratitude, her voice shaking. Thank you. John placed a hand on Lily's shoulder. It's what we do. Outside, Lily turned to her father. Did we handle that okay? John smiled, his pride evident. Better than okay. The two walked toward their truck, the hum of motorcycles fading behind them. Respect and resilience are timeless values, and underestimating someone can lead to powerful lessons.